Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Well, do you remember we used to have fun for free? We used to have fun for free. And we need to go back to some free is the optimum word. And fun is what we need right now. It's Friday night and I voted. Yes, we did. All right, so what kind of fun do we have? Front porch sitting. Front porch sitting. Okay, so you just sit and watch people. You look this way, there go Miss So-and-so going that way. So-and-so going this way. You know Miss So-and-so go that way. You know, they know probably where they're going. I mean, just a whole conversation about people passing your house. Front porch sitting. For me, what I used to like in Gary, Indiana, is for my parents to say, let's go to Broadway. And when we go, you heard me tell this story before, we would go to the Igloo, which was the ice cream place. And we would park the car and open the car door on the sidewalk side. I would be in the back seat, and my mother and my stepfather, I think at the time maybe I had a brother, a little one. Maybe so. No, I was 10 years older. So anyway, I didn't have anybody, I don't think. And we would go sit on Broadway and watch the people. And then they would talk to their friends because they would all go. That was a thing to do, to go to Broadway and get ice cream and sit in the car and talk to one another. I thought that was just a fabulous thing to do. And I liked it because I was going to get ice cream and I was going to see Miss So-and-so. And my parents would be talking to Miss So-and-so. And then I know I'm going to see them in church, but I'm going to see them again. I'm going to see them up here. And just, I don't know. And it was free. And it was fun. Double Dutch. Baby, Double Dutch. You know they made a sport out of it now. Wait a minute. Have they taken that from us? Double Dutch was very, very inner city. I learned it just Dutch. Double Dutch was a challenge, but I learned to do it because you had to learn to do it. Ooh, baby, if you didn't know how to double Dutch, you could live in the neighborhood, whatever hood that was. Card games. Well, I couldn't play cards until, how old was I? My mother finally let me play cards, but I couldn't tell my grandparents I was playing cards. And I think I learned beer whist right away. I think I learned something. I don't know, when we went to play cards. But it wasn't something you did all the time. The drive-in. Now that costs you a little money. The drive-in movie maybe. When they talk about drive-ins, let me see, what's I talking about drive-ins? You could go drive into a movie and put the little thing on the window and then listen to a movie, and you didn't have to get out the car, and you could have on your pajamas so you can get home and go to bed. Okay, what about dancing in the living room? Well, I danced with the refrigerator when we lived in an apartment, and then we moved to the home my parents had built. I danced downstairs. We had a basement that had everything in it. So I would just dance by myself, and then I met some friends, Jennifer Green, Jennifer Poindexter, and we would do, what's the song? Grapevine was out, and we would make up dances in the basement. Oh, child, free. Listen to records. Now, record is going to say how old I am, which you already know. But listen to a record. I had the small record, which was a 45. Then we had the LP. No. I came along with 33 and a third, the black records. I wish I had those records. Now, we had them in the house. My mother loved music. So did my stepfather. We had all kind of records in the house. They were thick, black, solid records. And they went on something, you put the needle on it. And then we had 45s. You had to have a spindle because they had a smaller record, but it had to fit on the little thin spindle. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun. We did all that. Block parties. Well, I don't know about you. We didn't have block parties. Maybe you had block parties. I think that was fun. The people knew everybody. Like people who sat on stoops knew everybody on the other stoop. I don't know. How can we translate that today? we used to have fun for free. Just I think if you go out, you got to spend money. How do you do that in the neighborhood now? We don't do a whole lot of what we need to do. But I noticed that we have some sidewalks in different neighborhoods around Atlanta now. I see more people walking up and down the sidewalk and talking and going to the park. The park is still free. I understand they've had some instances on the Beltline, but it's free. So I think you can just get your family together and go riding. One day I wanted to go riding. A person said, let's go ride. I wanted to go riding. Did you ever just go riding, just get in the car and say, I'm going riding? That made sense. I don't think people do that now. Just go riding. It's free. No, where the gas? Well, okay, skating rink. Baby, I still try to think about how I will skate. Oh, my last time skating, Billie Jean was number one. And I made that curve. I did all right. Billie Jean. I was in my 40s out there in College Park. And I said, I'm going skating. I just want to go skating. And I decided to go get me a drink. And the skate my foot went up. And I went all the way down. My head hit the back of that. I know I had some kind of concussion. I don't know what kind. But I didn't go back. But I enjoyed it. And so I think a group going skating. My sister still skates and my father skated in his 50s. And so if you know how to skate, you can rent the whole place out. Then you don't have to worry about anybody being in there that you don't want to be bothered with, maybe, or inappropriately dressed and for you, or inappropriate language or whatever it is. You think you could just lease the space and have a skate party. I'll come and sit on the side. I might even put the skates on and just roll them around on the rubber part on the carpet. But I think that may be fun. That's a good 84th birthday party at the skating rink. But I don't have any people I know that skated like we did. Is that an up north thing or a down south thing? I don't know. Cousins sleeping everywhere. Oh my God. Have y'all ever gone, your parents gone somewhere and they bring everybody and all the kids come and they still up playing and talking and being grown folk, and you sleep and you just go find you a spot to sleep? I've slept in some beds and then my mama would get me up and say, come on, we're ready to go. I don't know where I was. Cousin this, cousin that. Some cousins in Michigan. I don't know where all these people are. Looking through the Sears catalog. Baby, that was the joy. Looking through the Sears. Do y'all remember that? See, people don't even know what a Sears is, let alone a catalog. And just deciding what you're going to get, what you're going to look at. I think the boys like looking at it too, for whatever reasons I'm not going to say. But I do know that I enjoyed the Sears catalog. And I think kids miss that. Well, they got it online now. But what can you do? See, all these things we did free, how can we apply it to today? That's my question. What's applicable today that's free? I don't know many places, but it may be some places that's free somewhere. Window shopping, that's when the store windows were just the place to go. Oh my God, you just walk up and down Michigan Avenue and in New York and different places. You can walk up and down Gary. We had nice stores. I know we had Hudson's and Pearson Scott, some place like that. I used to like to buy my clothes there. And Hudson's downtown Gary was fabulous for me. I mean, it was good, and Goldblatt's. So I just think of things that we can do free. I don't know what they are. But people miss, I think people are missing something, because here's a man that did something yesterday. He threw rocks at a person and he stabbed a person, and he was riding a bicycle like it was nothing. It's just a number of angry people rolling around the world, just not Atlanta, but just the tension that's in the air. And it's a number of mental health issues, because we have moved away from mental health. And we're telling people it's all right. Just just Google it. Just AI it. Just Gemini it. Just whatever. I can assist you with your phone call. People are ever since the pandemic, it's been a void. And I don't know how to fill it. If I did, I would sell a whole lot of books, and my videos would go viral. I wish I had one to go viral so I could get my 4,000 watch hours. And I thank you, all of you who are helping me, all of you who are putting a thumbs up because you like something I said. And I like to thank you for those who subscribe, and thank you for those who will subscribe, and thank you for your support. I do thank you for that. But I don't know what we could do. What's the strategy really to get life back into America? To bring some comfort to people, to think that, comfort food. I know that there's all kind of comfort food, but I don't know about the food anymore. If it's real or Memorex, so much going on that didn't go on with us. So I'm worried about us a little bit, but we were happier with less. We were. We got all kinds of money, all kind of access, and people with a lot of money, a lot of unhappy people still. They got everything and still, so it's not the money. It's something emotional. It's a need from childhood in some cases. It's a need from a parent or something you miss having, or something that happened that's hanging on you. Like I have something happen to me, something happened and it's hanging on me. How do you get those things off of you? You can go talk to a therapist, talk to the Lord, talk to your pastor, or just you in my case, you just live with it. I finally got some of it off of me when I was able to do my one-woman show that had been plaguing me for years of not being able to sing or perform. And I know that is the problem now. I really miss a lot of it. And so I just want to say we're happier with less. Because one of the things we did have, we had each other. You had a friend. You had a cousin, an aunt, somebody, a sister, a parent. It seems like we're all silos now. And I'm pretty sure that's part of what is causing disruption in people's minds and hearts. They feel like they need to do something harmful to somebody to get attention, not knowing that there may be help for them in other ways. Some people losing themselves in drugs, in liquor, in food, emotional baggage, being carried around. I don't have that answer. But I do know I come here every day, 5 days a week. And I hope I bring something to you that keep you going, keep you excited about life. Because there's not a lot of excitement going on about life right now. I just have a made up mind. I have a made up mind. And that is to live until I die. Now, once you make up your mind to live until you die, then you find when there's a void, you'll fill it with something wonderful and warm and challenging and refreshing, because you say, I got to live until I die. And I mean live like enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the rain, the snow, the storm, the dark, the day, the light. Enjoy, find joy and peace in all of it, because you got to live until you die. I love you. I do. Don't you like all this shopping in my closet? And you can't do anything about me loving you. Have a good weekend.